Hey guys, my name is Nathan Hughes, and today I'm going to be talking about a speech titled Stand for Oceans that was given by Sam Waterston back in 2018. Sam Waterston is most famously an actor, but in recent years he has been an activist for an organization called Oceana. Oceana is a conservation group, and their primary responsibility is to put out policies and new laws presented to global leaders to protect their local waters, to protect their local underwater ocean ecosystems. Ocean conservation is nothing new. We've all heard about it. We all know about pollution. We know about the damage that we have caused with plastics and other trash in the ocean. But there's much more going on that we need to be aware of, and that's what Sam talks about. I want to start with a photograph. So this photograph here, as you might be able to tell, is a gray whale, and that gray whale has something called ghost gear on it. Ghost gear is abandoned fish nets and other fishing material that's tossed into the ocean that unfortunate animals like that gray whale find themselves entangled in. And this is what Sam speaks on. He speaks a very passionate and heart-wrenching message to the people who go to this convention that was at the New York Gala in 2018, in which he spoke to inspire people and to raise awareness on issues like this and others. Examples of overfishing, pollution, rising sea levels, and the ignorance of world leaders is what's destroying our underwater planet. So ultimately today I just want to talk a little bit about Sam's speech, some of the issues going on, and an outside source from a man, some words from a man named Paul Watson that I want to touch on. So of course the core purpose of this message is to raise more awareness to issues going on, but primarily the lack of attention that it gains in the media. The media doesn't discuss a lot of the issues that are found in the ocean, and that's primarily because, one, we like to hear bad news about things we want to hear bad news about. We want to hear about bad things about the president or in other parts of the world. As Sam, he said that himself. But they don't touch on the ocean. The ocean doesn't have their own news channel. And often it's because we know about the bad things going on, but we don't want to highlight them because they're our own creation. And secondly, it's because it's really hard to hear and it's hard to watch to see what's happening to so much marine life all over the world. But Sam says it's not too late to fix, it's not too late to correct, because there's already tremendous work going on to repair and restore the damages that have occurred. But he said the most poisonous lie that many of us are told and that we believe is that it's too late to do anything. Examples of issues going on are whales dragging nets, sharks finned alive for expensive soup, swordfish hanging by their sword, orcas refusing to let go of their newborn pup that died of malnutrition. But other things such as large oil spills, war, damages from motors, sound pollution, the list goes on and on. What can we do to fix them? There is a solution through groups like Oceana and NOAA, whose primary job is to remove the Great Pacific Gyre garbage patch in the Pacific Ocean. The solution is always change. And whether or not you believe that the ocean affects your daily life, I can assure you that it does. And Captain Paul Watson, the founder of the Sea Shepherd organization, talks on this. He says what exactly would occur after an aftermath of the abandonment of life in the ocean. He says billions of people depend upon the ocean for food. I'm not just talking restaurants. I'm talking about extremely poor people whose lives actually depend upon catching fish. But food being taken from the ocean is the least of the factors that will kill us. He goes on to share, the ocean is the life support system for the planet, providing 50% of the oxygen we breathe and regulating climate. The ocean is also the pump that allows us to have fresh water. It is the driving force, along with the sun, of the global circulation system that transports water from land to sea, to the atmosphere, and back to the land again. So obviously that's a big statement. So what can you and I do as UVU college students? You and I can do things like conserving water. We can reduce pollutants that we use. We can try to reduce the waste that we get rid of. But we also can bring a voice to the voiceless, these marine animals. We can raise awareness. We can share this message. And our generation can make a difference. The ocean is abundant. The ocean is filled with life. And it's our responsibility to help protect these ecosystems, and our actions really do go a long way. We can fix these issues. And in conclusion, our planet, our global leaders, we are learning from our mistakes from our past, but ultimately what we are doing now with major corporations is building catastrophe. The state of the ocean is in an immense deal of trouble, and only we can help. Countless lives of marine animals, birds, fish, and coral are in our hands. We must change our ways, and we must fix our mistakes before it is too late, because only we can fix it. And lastly, in the words of Sam Waterston, he said, if only fish could write, they'd have some very choice words. And I know that that would be true if they could speak. They would ask us for help, so we must make a difference.